And the one we are chanting is number 52, page 28. So let's start with 3 ohms. Om. 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 And I'm going to chant through once, and then you just join in whenever you feel like you got it. Or just, even if you don't have it, just join in anyway. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om. Closing the eyes a moment. Bringing yourself into the room. And I think we are going to have some accompaniment outside. That is just fine. But start to pay attention to your breath. Let the chanting and the focus on the breath bring you here into the room. Put away what you did this all day. Put away what you have to go do after you leave here. This is your hour and a half. And for this month, we're talking about ahimsa in relation to the story about the cobra who was in the town killing all the villagers, and they brought in the sadhu to reason with the cobra. The sadhu said, yes, cobra, you've got to start practicing ahimsa. And he came back a couple months later, and the cobra was just beat up. He was, scales were torn off and beat up. He was just a shell of a thing. And the sadhu said, what happened to you? And he goes, well, they just started taking advantage of me. I stopped fighting them, and they started throwing things at me and scratching me. And the sadhu was like, well, no, I told you to practice ahimsa. I meant don't bite them. That doesn't mean you can't hiss. So this is our focus this month. We have this exploration every month. We talk about ahimsa quite often. It's an important part of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, important part of the yoga philosophy. Today, let's think about it in terms of forgiveness and knowing that holding on to things that people have done to you or something that you have done yourself, it just continues to hurt you over and over. And usually people try to do their best. So let's take a moment to set an intention for the practice, and you can set it in the present tense, but perhaps today something has something to do with forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive those around me. I forgive my parents. They probably did the best they could. Whatever it is, find that sentence, that intention, repeat it to yourself a couple of times. And let's practice a little bit of breath work. We'll breathe in through the nose for 4 counts, hold it for 7 counts, and breathe out of the nose for 8 counts. And close the mouth, breathe in through the nose, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. And release the pranayama. And let's breathe all together. You can go ahead and close the chant books, put them all to the side. But let's start our Ujjayi pranayama together, breathing in and out of the nose, with just a little constriction in the back of the throat. And I've always found that the breathing out was a little easier to find the constriction. And I found for me, if I kind of flare my nostrils, I can find that constriction on the inhale. So it's just a little trick that worked for me, maybe for you. So let's breathe all together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the arms alongside the body and inhale, lift. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist to the left. Again, inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to the center. This time, bend to the right. And let's breathe here. You can bring your right hand all the way to the floor and your left arm reaches over, feeling that stretch through the ribs, between the ribs and the hips. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Come back up and make your way to hands and knees for cat and cow. And dropping the belly, lift the tailbone, looking up. Inhale. Exhale, press the middle of the spine up and look down at your knees. Inhale, this is cow. Exhale, this is cat. Inhale, this is cow. Exhale, cat. Couple more rounds. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to center. Make your way back to a downward dog. Taking a moment to pedal out the feet. We've already engaged Ujjayi Pranayama, engage Mula Bandha, just a little bit of pulling up of the pelvic floor. If you do not want hands-on assist today, raise a leg now. Okay, if you do not want lotions, raise a leg. All right, so let's find some stillness here in the downward dog and link the breath all together. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale to plank. 10 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, the heels reach back. Inhale. Exhale, curl your pelvic bone toward your ribs. Inhale. Exhale, press the floor away. The shoulder blades puff up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward dog. We're focusing on back bends this month, so I think it's important to also do a lot of core. Okay, inhale to plank again. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Breathe here. So leave the hips high. Yeah, leave the hips high. I'm going to help you just a little bit. Think of just bringing the hips up like that. There you go. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, pull the chest. Cobra. Good. Tuck the toes, seat to heels. Extend the legs back to downward dog. And walk the feet forward. Hips over the ankles, shoulders over the wrists. Use blocks if you need to. You want to press down your hands into something so that maybe you can release the hamstrings just a little more. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Are you okay? Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, if you feel stable, bring the hands behind your back, clasp the hands together. Try to get the heels of the hands together. Extend the arms and let the hands fall over your head towards the windows. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, let go of the clasp. Bring the hands back down. Heel toe the feet out to the edges of the mat. Bend the knees. Coming into a deep squat. Hands to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Now lower your shoulder down inside your leg and bring your left hand down, reach the right arm up. Twist again. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, back to the center. Now lower your right shoulder down inside the leg. Right hand down, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, back to the center. Bring your hands down on the floor. Walk the feet in. Lift the hips. Slowly roll up. Come to stand at the top of the mat in Tadasana. And let's just give our necks a little love. So lower the chin to the chest and the hands behind the head. Breathe here. Take the hands and lift the head back up. Lower the right ear to the right shoulder, right hand on top. Breathe here. Now look down at your right foot. And then take your hand and lift your head. Now over to the other side, ear to shoulder, that hand on top. Leave the hand here, look down at that foot. All right, take your hand and gently lift your head back up. And let's come to Tadasana, finding the stillness, strength like a mountain. All little mountains just for a moment. Surya Namaskar. Inhale with straight legs. Hook the thumbs. Lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees. Sweep the hands down and behind to clasp. Straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Hands to earth or blocks. Right foot back to low lunge. Exhale, step back. Downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull the chest through to cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind to clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands to earth or blocks, left foot back to low lunge. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull the chest through to cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, right foot forward, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, Tadasana, adding on to that. Inhale with straight legs, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind to clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down, right foot back to low lunge. Exhale, lower the right knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull the chest through to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lunge. Exhale, lower the left knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step forward to a forward fold, left side. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, sweep the hands down and behind to clasp, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hands down, left foot back to low lunge. Exhale, lower the left knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin to earth. Inhale, pull the chest through to cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, extend the legs, downward dog. Inhale, the left foot forward, lunge. Exhale, the right knee to earth. Inhale, hook thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, hands to earth, step forward to a forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, lift the arms by the ears and arch back. Exhale, Tadasana. So we've already done a bunch of back bends. That's going to help us. Ashtanga A. Inhale, lift the prayer overhead. Gazes up at the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, hands to earth or blocks. Inhale, look up halfway, prepare. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, looking past the hands. Inhale, jump or step between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, lift up through a flat back. Bring the prayer above the head. Gaze up at the thumbs. Exhale, Tadasana. Ashtanga B. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up halfway, prepare. Exhale, jump or step back to Chaturanga, elbows bent. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel to earth, lift up warrior one. This is a little back bend. Exhale, hands down, step back to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel to earth, lift up warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel to earth, lift up warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel to earth, lift up warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, breathe here, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, looking past the hands. Inhale, jump or step between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. All right, now bring your right foot in front of your left toe so the heel is touching the toes. All right, already you can feel, ooh, yeah, little stabilizer muscles working. Now lift the arms and start to look all the way to the right and all the way to the left on your own time. Feel all those little stabilizer muscles doing their job. They're doing their job all the time and we don't even notice it. Now, if it starts to feel like this is easy, close your eyes. Okay, and good. Go ahead and drop and let's bring the other foot and forward. Left heel to the right toes. Lift the arms on your own time. Start looking all the way to the left. I know it's tricky, right? If you can do this when you're 80, you won't be so afraid of falling. Okay, and if you start to feel like this is easy, then close your eyes. Good job. Okay, good. All right, shake it out. Let's test our balance a little more. Let's just do tree. Okay, so root the left foot down, hug the right knee in, open the right foot out to the side, the right knee out to the side, bring the foot to the thigh, the calf, or the ankle. Now we'll try growing tree. So bring the hands to prayer. You may stay here, or you can lift the arms and the hands come apart, or you can bring your right hand to your right thigh and bend over to the right. Find your variation, 5 breaths. Good. And lift back up, bring the hands back up. And as you pull the right knee forward, hug the knee into the chest and let the foot float down. Shake it out if you need to. All right, root the right foot down, hug the left knee in, open the knee out to the side, place it approximately the same place as the other side. Hands to prayer, version 1, growing tree or bending tree. Find your variation. Continue the breath. Notice if you're holding your breath. Beautiful. Lift back up. Bring the knee forward. Hug the knee into the chest. And let the foot float down. Foot float down. All right. And come back to Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the prayer, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the right, left elbow outside the thigh. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale back to the front. Lift the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Lift the prayer. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale back to the front. Lift the prayer. Exhale, fold over the legs. Hands to earth or blocks. Inhale, look up halfway. Prepare. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga. Elbows bent. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward, left heel to earth. Lift up warrior 1. Keep noticing how this is a little back bend too. Press the little fingers together more than the thumbs. Opening up the shoulders. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, extend the leg, open shoulders and the hips to the side. Exhale, bend the knee, warrior 2. Reverse, left arm down, right arm reaches up and back. Feel the side bend. Good, stretching through the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift up as you extend the front leg. Exhale, extended side angle A. So bend the right knee and right hand is outside the right foot, maybe on a block. Left arm is up and over the ear towards the windows. Good, Rose. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lower your left hand down and step the left foot in just the heel is on the floor and both legs extended for Parsvottanasana. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Pull the right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now, if you have your blocks on the highest level, lower them down to the second level. Press your hands into the blocks and lift your right leg up to 3-legged dog. Stack the hips, bend your right knee, because doesn't it feel good? Come back to 3-legged dog. Step the right foot down. Step back to plank. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left foot forward, right heel to earth, lift up warrior 1. Really press the little fingers together, little back bend. Inhale, pull your left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale, extend the leg, open shoulders and the hips to the side. Exhale, bend the knee. Right hand down, left arm reaches back. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the left knee, left hand outside the left foot, right arm up and over the ear, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lower the right hand down and pull the right foot into the heel is on the floor, both legs extended. Your feet are parallel and hips width distance apart. I think I'm just going to turn the music off because it's really confusing me. Inhale, look up halfway, and exhale, fold over the front leg. Keep pulling the left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Just bring your right foot over just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now lower your blocks down to the second level. Press your hands into the blocks. Lift your left leg back to three-legged dog. The left leg, the one on the left side. There you go, the other leg. Yeah, there you go, the other left. And now stack your hips and bend the knee. Come back to the three-legged dog. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back, come into plank. Then the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward to low lunge. Exhale, lower the left knee to the earth. Now you want your knee behind your hip, not right under your hip. And lift up, bring your both hands to your thigh. Now sink the left hip bone down a little bit more as you extend the arms. And notice if your head is dropping back. I don't want that. Try to lift your head, but you want to find a back bend. This is Anjali Asana. Not Anjali, but anyway, it's a back bend. Let's breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Just lift your head a little bit. There you go. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Anjaneyasana. Now lift up, and we're going to come into half Hanumanasana. So extend the legs and flex the foot, and you're going to fold over your right leg. Keep pulling the right hip back, feeling that stretch the hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now come into Anjaneyasana again. Bend the right knee. So there are variations. You can keep your arms extended on your thigh. You can lift the arms overhead, but you want to make sure you have the arms by your ears and find Kali Mudra. Keep finding that back bend. Or if you feel like you're ready for it, bring your hands behind you. Clasp the hands together. I have to kind of come out of it, find the hands to the knee, and then come back into it. This is deep back bend. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Gorgeous. Lift up. Bring your hands outside your foot. And then bring your left knee to the outside of the right foot and sit down for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Pull your right hip down. Inhale the left arm up by your ear. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, forward. Exhale, counter twist. Come back forward. Let's find Agni Sthambhasana. So stack the right shin on top of the left. Ankle is on the outside of the knee. Flex the feet. Take a deep breath in and fold over the legs. Yep, good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lift up. We're going to take a page from the express class. So lift the right knee up and swing your left leg around. Your bottom leg, I know it's awkward, into pigeon. And stay upright. This is not laying down pigeon. This is upright pigeon. And think about your left hip facing down towards the floor. Keep kind of rolling it in. Internal hip rotation. Inhale. Back bend. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Nice. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you. Tuck the back toes. Step back to downward dog. And you can either stay in downward dog or you can come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left foot forward to low lunge. Exhale, lower the right knee to the earth, way behind the hip. Now lift both hands up to the thigh and extend the arms. Your head, your neck is just an extension of the rest of the spine. Good. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 5. You want to make sure your knee is behind your hip, so scoot it back a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Continue to extend your arms. Yes. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Half Padmanasana. Lift up, bring your hands to the floor of the blocks. Extend your leg. Flex the foot, folding over the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lift the torso, rebend the left knee. The right knee is way behind the hip still. Now, the options again, Anjaneyasana. Either extend the arms, lift the arms up, find your little back bend here, or bring the hands together in your back knee crease and really open your chest back, open your shoulders back. Good. Good. Keep lowering this hip down to the floor. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lift up. Bring the hands to the floor in front of you and slide your right knee outside your left foot, and then bring both sits bones to the floor for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale the right arm by the ear. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, forward. Exhale, counter twist. Come back to the front. Stack the left shin on top of right shin. Flex the feet. Use props if you need them. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Lift up. Lift the left knee a couple of inches. Swing the right leg around to pigeon with the left knee forward. And you can use props here too. If your left glute isn't grounded, you want to put a little prop, a little blanket underneath there. Yep, there you go. All right. And upright. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press your hands down in front and tuck the back toes. Step back to downward dog. You can either stay in downward dog or come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to plank. And exhale, knees, chest, chin to the earth. Inhale, pull the chest through to cobra. Once again, cobra, and tuck the toes. Come back to a child seat. Breathe here in child seat. Good. Sorry about the music. It was really confusing me hearing that music outside and my music trying to compete with each other. So I'm just going to leave it off. All right. Now, press your hands down again, tuck the toes, come back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, and then lower your hips down. Just your hips, and keep your arms extended. We never do this, right? We never do this, but bring your hips all the way to the floor. I know we never do this, but we're going to practice King Cobra. So just stay here for a moment because this feels good. You know, I always teach at gyms and people think this is Cobra. It's not. It's the beginning of King Cobra. But come down. It does feel good. So rest your head on your hands. Rock out your hips. Let's come to regular cobra. So press the feet down, bring the hands under your shoulders, left up. You can notice this is really a back strengthener. You can see why I was working on core, because this is core. Now lift your hands off. Your back is really working here. Inhale, exhale, 5. Your feet are down. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Lift a little higher. Exhale, lower down. Rest your head on your hands. Rock out the hips. All right. Shalabhasana. Bring the arms alongside the body. The palms are up. The forehead is to the mat. The feet together. Inhale, lift everything up. Balance on the navel. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Rock out the hips. Dhanurasana, bow, bend the knees, reach back, hold on to the ankles. Try to keep your knees together as much as possible. Inhale, lift up, balance on the navel. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Rock it out. Now come up to Sphinx. Bring your hands, your forearms down. and really press down. You can tell, you can bring your feet as wide as the mat on this one. You can tell this is really a back strengthener too. Now, we're not going to practice full frog, but go ahead and bend your right knee and reach back and hold on to the foot. This may be all you can do, or you may be able to press it down, opening up the quad a little bit. Yep, trying to keep both hip bones on the floor. And let go, and you can just kind of rock out the hips a little bit. Now come back to Sphinx. Bend the left knee, reach back, and try to press the left foot down. Good. All right, and let go. Now, I will demonstrate. I can't do King Cobra all the way, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna come back to a downward dog, and then you're gonna lower the hip bones down, and you might have to walk the hands back and bend the knees and reach back, touch your toes to your head. All right, so make your way back to downward dog. That's the King Cobra. And lower the hip bones all the way down to the floor. And bend your knees, reaching your feet towards your head, and maybe you walk back the hands. And let's just play around with this I know you can't really do it, Lori, but you can play around with it. Now keep trying to lower your hip bones down to the floor. You can walk your hands back, see if that helps you find a deeper back bend. Good. If you need to come down, yeah, good. Good, good, good. And let's come all the way down. Rest your head on your hands, rock out your hips. Good. All right, we'll keep working on it all month. I used to be able to do it when I was 5. That was a long time ago. So go ahead and roll over onto your back. And bend the knees so the feet are on the floor. And let's just bring the feet as wide as the hips and windshield wiper the knees back and forth. All right. Let's bring the feet back to hips with distance. Reach down, tickle the back of the heels. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, roll the shoulders under, clasp the hands together, keep lifting the hip bones up to the sky. Exhale, 5, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Windshield wiper the knees. Good. So we've already done all this back bending. I'm going to let you just decide how you would like to use the 15 breaths. At this school, we do 15 breaths of Urdhva Dhanurasana. So you can either do one of 15 breaths, you can break it up to 5, or you can just come into a supported bridge if you want to. But go ahead and start whenever you're ready, and when you finish, hug the knees into the chest. We talk about in the fundamentals class how back bending is about the future and forward bending is about the past. And got to have some bravery about facing the future because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. Just like you can't see the back of your back, but you can just feel what's happening. Do you want me to help you come up a little bit? Is this enough? Okay. You can just you can do the bridge again. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You okay? Are you trying with the strap? Okay. Good. Good. Everybody's listening to their bodies, trying to push themselves a little bit, but also protecting themselves. That's good. When you finish, hug the knees into the chest. And if happy baby is in your practice, you can practice that now. Reach down between the knees, hold on to the outside of the feet. Oh, he's still going. I'm sorry. That's okay. Okay. Now you're done? Okay. So hug the knees in. Good. Now extend both your legs down and then lift the right knee into the chest and lift it up. And then try to keep your right glute on the floor as you lower your right leg to the left. So you can hold on to the leg and lower it to the left, but you're keeping the right glute down, so you're getting kind of a stretch on the IT band. Yeah, so try to keep this hip down. Yeah, like that. You feel it? You okay? Good. And hug the knee back into the chest. Let the right leg come down. Hug the left knee in. And hold on to the left leg. Keep this left hip down, and then lower the leg across your body. Yeah, keep this hip down, getting that little IT band stretch. All right. Now hug both knees into the chest and lower both knees over to the left as high as your navel and look back to the right. Bring the knees into the center, and then lower the knees over to the right as high as your navel. Look back to the left. And hug the knees back into the center. Make any little adjustments you need on your lower back, just for a few breaths here. Yeah, you can put your hands on your knees and roll them around to the sides or whatever feels good here on your low back. Okay, let's practice a little more core. So we'll roll up. You can roll back and forth a couple times if that feels good. And let's roll up and face the clock wall, come into Navasana, sit back on the sits bones, lift the legs, lift the arms, inhale, exhale, 5, inhale, exhale, 4, good, inhale, exhale, 3, inhale, exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, lower the feet down, open the knees out to the side for Tarasana. I finally figured out it's about 40 centimeters. Your heels are about 40 centimeters away from your pelvic bone. So bring your heels away from your pelvic bone, 1.5 feet or maybe 40 centimeters. Fingers around toes, elbows to floor, top of the head to the middle of the feet. Breathe here. Your legs are in a star shape. Good. Lift up, lift the knees up, extend the legs forward for Paschimottanasana. Hold on to the outside of the feet, take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull your chest to the clock wall. 9 more breaths, inhale. Exhale, 9, inhale. Exhale, 8, inhale. Exhale, 7, inhale. Exhale, 6, inhale. Exhale, 5, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 1, lift back up. Now everyone face this wall over here. And you're going to bring your legs wide, the knees bent, the legs, the heels are on the floor. And then you're going to internally rotate the left knee and twist over your right leg. And then you're going to walk your hands down, coming into a modified pigeon on this side. Good. Good. Modified laying down pigeon this time. Yes, good. Now lift back up. And you have to lift your left knee up and come back to the front. And now lower your right knee down for internal hip rotation. Twist over the left leg and find pigeon on this side. Good. Good. You got it. Good. Nice. Good. And now lift back up. Lift up your right knee. Now go ahead and swing back to the clock wall for Baddha Konasana. So bring the bottom of the feet together. This time pull the heels towards your pelvic bone. Open the feet like a book. Take a deep breath in and exhale, round your back, getting the top of your head to the floor. 8 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 8. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Lift up. Leave your feet here. Lay back on your back for Supta Baddha Konasana. All right, I'm going to try again, turning the music back on. Okay, so you are welcome to stay here, or you can practice shoulder stand, or you can bring your mat over to the wall and bring your legs up the wall. Your choice. Start whenever you're ready. If you've dropped the Mula Bandha, go back to focusing on just a little bit of pulling up the pelvic floor. See if that helps you get the feet over the hips, hips over the shoulders. I'm not the things of everything. I'm not the voices in my head. I'm not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light.
mistakes that I have made, any other things that caused me pain. I'm not the pieces of the dream I left behind.
2 more minutes. Try to lift up a little bit, Rose. You okay? Okay. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Lower the feet overhead to plow. If you've thought of someone that you need to forgive or forgive a little bit more, send that forgiveness to them right now. And using the hands as brakes, slowly rolling down. Remove the padding. Lay back on your back for Matsyasana fish. Prop up on the forearms. Lift the sternum to the sky. Lower the top of the head to the mat. 10 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 10. Inhale. Exhale. 9. Inhale. Walk your elbows down. Exhale. 8. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Well, a little more. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Lift the chin and the chest. Lower it down. So you have 2 options. You actually have more than I had that, but you can come into your Shavasana now, or you can practice inversion, because we haven't done that. You could do headstand, but if you really want to go over the wall or practice your handstand, you're welcome to do that. The next 5 minutes are yours to practice your inversion, or if you're done, you can come into Shavasana. Good, Chris. That looks good. You could try walking your feet forward, see if you can get your back a little closer to the wall. But that looks good. Okay. What was that? Yeah. No, you do it like this. Yeah, and just bring your head down on the floor right behind your wrist crease there. But you looked good. Yeah. Press your head. There you go. And then extend your legs like you had it. Well, you have to kind of experiment because, yeah, I mean, you're aiming for about there, but you could come up and be like, oh, I think I need it a little bit further, one direction or the other. But this looks good. Your back, if you kept walking your feet forward a little bit, your whole back would be on the wall. So you're really close to where you could just come right up into a headstand. But you can just practice headstand prep for now. That's great. You got a couple minutes left. If you want to come down and come back up, that's fine. Everybody looks amazing. Thirty more seconds. Let's do 30 more seconds. Gorgeous, Lori. And calmly and with control, coming back down to a child seat. Breathe here in child seat. Just a few more breaths here. And we're going to practice our meditation. I know, it's so confusing. What? Yeah, because it's just too much, I know. We're going to practice meditation, and almost everybody is at the wall. So if you want to sit with your back on the wall, that's fine. We're going to do meditation first. We're going to do meditation and then Shavasana, because we don't usually end with our inversions. We usually do them in the middle of the class. But we'll do it like this tonight. All right, so find a seat that you can commit to being still in. And you can close the eyes and start to withdraw the senses. And let's practice peace. Let's practice the mantra Shanti that is appropriate for Ahimsa. Peace, peace, peace. Saying Shanti to yourself on the inhale and the exhale. All right, coming into Shavasana with your head this direction, your feet back towards the clock wall. Begin to deepen the breath. As you deepen the breath, observe the movement in the chest, ribs, and abdomen. Allow the movement to extend to the fingers and the toes, the ankles, the wrists, and stretch the arms overhead. Hug the knees back into the chest. And slowly roll to the right side. You can pause here just a moment. Recall the intention that you set for the practice. Repeat it to yourself now. Press your top hand down. Lift yourself back up to a seated position. And we'll close with 3 shantis, 3 ohms, 3 shantis. Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Bringing the hands together in Anjali Mudra. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Peace within, peace with those around us, and most of all, universal peace. Namaste. And that was sort of a happy accident, co-creating with those the singer outside. It was a nice little shavasana. A little weird, but nice. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Enjoy the last little bit of sun, and I will see you soon.